It took more than 6 years and a 1,500-member team, but Humayun's tomb at the centre of the capital, which had been in a state of ruin, is now one of the most popular tourist spots in Delhi after an intense restoration program. As the restoration comes to an end, we look at the work that the Aga Khan Trust did and the kind of challenges that they faced.
A garden tomb commissioned in 1565 by Haji Begum, the heartbroken wife of Emperor Humayun, determined to create a garden mausoleum for her husband, one that would resemble paradise. That's the story of Humayun's tomb, completed in 1572 at what then cost 1.5 million rupees and marked an important milestone in the evolution of an Indo-Persian style of architecture. 600 years later, the restoration of this garden mausoleum marks yet another turning point in the history of conservation. This was the state of Humayun's tomb, ruinous and in decay, when in 1997 the Aga Khan personally made India the offer to restore the monument.
Well, I think it's the biggest conservation effort ever taken up after independence. But what is absolutely critical is the public-private partnership approach, because the government does not have enough resources to undertake work of this scale. But also, the project being undertaken by a multidisciplinary team. With master craftsmen implementing the conservation works using the same building techniques, materials and tools that their forefathers used.
It's a model which reflects a wider philosophy to use cultural heritage to develop people's livelihoods.
From the site of Humayun, we realized that we could not address other needs in the area, like in the Nizamuddin Basti, and treat the cultural heritage of the Basti as a kind of a springboard or a catalyst to help with social and economic development of the population of the Basti.
The Nizamuddin Basti in the heart of Delhi is famous for the Sufi Dargah of Hazrat Nizamuddin, also the centre of the Tabligh Jamaat, one of Islam's more orthodox movements. Overcrowded, squalid and volatile, initially the Aga Khan Trust for Culture struggled to get a foot in. A few years later, building people's trust, their work in Nizamuddin Basti is being called transforming and will continue for a few years. For now, though, the celebrations are on to mark the completion of work on Humayun's tomb, visited every year by 1 million visitors. In Delhi with Manoj Thakur, Radhika Bordia for NDTV.